Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Baker now off the play fake. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Irving on the inside give. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Real.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd and long for him here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Well, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
Now, I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score. Yep. They work on it, they rep it, they teach it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the turnover into a lead. Justin Tucker to try the point after. And no, they faked it. Brought in near the 10. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Regular.
The give for the first time to Rashad White. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Run. What's up?
From the 37. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He rolls to his right. He's running with it. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Alert.
Throwing now following the turnover. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out!
Throwing again is Baker. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. First down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Jackson. Buying some time right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Play action now with Jackson. He'll get this to Henry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in the third and short.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. We'll see what they do. A very tempting spot to go for it. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Got his target. It's Otten. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, I'm 133.
1st and 10. It's Mayfield. That's going to be cut by Evans. And he's going to be blocked down at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Baker throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw again. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Here we go. It's Mayfield. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has it in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So this solid 1st half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
He's throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Slot man motioned over. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Aguilar with the grab.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Ravens likely looking at a punt. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. And they're going for this. Headed out right. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Real. Good.
Working inside the red zone. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Baker now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Likely. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Receiver in motion, going left. Lamar off the play fake. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Lamar throwing again. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the 1st half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Good. Done.
Back to throw it. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They got their own fumble. And the Buccaneers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Good.
From the gun, a run for White. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Regular. Good.
From the 37. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Let's go.
Working quickly here.
Hey, alert. What's up?
1st down from the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. The 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Kings. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
That's taken in by Henry. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Play action. Here's Jackson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Buccaneers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
That's grabbed inside the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, here's Baker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up second down. Here's the give to Irving. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, 33. Run.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send a man in motion. From the gun, Jackson. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
He rolls to his right. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to Godwin. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. From the 22 on 2nd down. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Regular. Hey, alert.
Mayfield to throw again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Baker throwing again. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Alrighty. Sit up.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Buying some time right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Aguilar. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense up to the line fast. Trying to run with Henry. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Good.
On the give, this is Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Buccaneers, 32. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Tucker now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Good. Hey, alert 33. Real. Done.
After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
Good. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Mike Evans with the touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. He's throwing for it. And he reels it in for two, so now a field goal would get them the lead. But we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Ravens lead by only 2.
Let's go.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Henry on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense earns a timeout. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Buying some time left. Avoid. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. He'll look to throw it. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hold on.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Headed out right. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So the Ravens will